Hmm. Hey everybody, hope all is well. Look on the screen. Another young woman missing. It appears to be from an accident. So let's go ahead and get to the original video. And then unfortunately, we do have an update. Not exactly what I'm sure anyone, the family was hoping for. Um, Ariana Taylor. Let's check it out, people. Fair use.
We're back again in Gary looking for Ariana Taylor. Another day of searching and still no sign of Taylor. Her mother, who barely had a voice from all of the crying, told me today she believes somebody knows where her daughter is. The thought of not knowing where your child is unbearable. Ariana Taylor's mother's heart is broken. Since Sunday, she's been searching for her daughter. Basically, she told me she was going out on a girls' night out. The last time I seen and spoke to her was Saturday night between 9 and 10 p.m. What's going through my mind is foul play. What's going through my mind is receiving my daughter's body, a closure. On Sunday, Gary police responded to an accident scene near I-65 and the I-80-94 interchange. Police said the vehicle left the expressway and crashed below. The owner of the vehicle told police Taylor was supposed to be the last one to have the car. No one has heard from Taylor since. She was reported missing on Sunday. Skycam 9 recorded family and friends searching the area looking for Taylor Tuesday. And today, another search.
Man, this rough terrain. We've been out here for 3 days now, 3 or 4 days. This rough terrain. This is a marsh area, so it's a lot of mud, a lot of 20-foot high weeds. It's tough territory.
But no sign of Taylor. Today, as Gary police investigate, Mayor Jerome A. Prince released a statement that reads in part, quote, "As a father and grandfather, I can't begin to imagine the fear and pain Ariana's family and friends are experiencing, but we will continue to do everything we possibly can to find Ariana and return her to her family. Until she is found, police want you to know she is about 5'6" and weighs about 200 pounds. She was last seen wearing a red sweater, ripped blue jeans, and gym shoes. Queena Taylor says she won't stop searching until her daughter is back in her arms. I got faith that she's still alive, but as time getting away, I feel like I'm not going to say it, but I don't feel like it's good. But I'm still thinking positive that she's alive or being kept somewhere.
Well, unfortunately, the young woman has been found. And I find it interesting how the mother said she's thinking foul play. So before we get to that, look at this vehicle here. I'm wondering if it just went off the place there or if it was involved in someone with another vehicle. And more than likely, you know how I thought about it. If it was involved with hitting someone else's vehicle, some people do act crazy. She has been found. Let's check out this news clip. Fair use.
Indiana, where police now say the remains of a woman have been identified as a 23-year-old who's been missing for a week and a half.
WGN's Rob Sneed is live in Gary with the very latest on this case. Rob.
Yeah, this wasn't the news that Ariana Taylor's mother wanted to hear. As a matter of fact, last week when she was searching for her daughter, she said that she hoped her daughter was still alive. But unfortunately, today she had the task of having to identify her daughter's body out here on the scene where authorities say they found her near a fenced area just a few feet away from where we are standing. Now, investigators tell us right now they are working on trying to figure out exactly how she ended up there.
The thought of not knowing where your child is unbearable.
Now, that was what Ariana Taylor's mother, Queena, had to say last week as she desperately searched for her daughter. April 3rd, the 23-year-old missing after her SUV was found crashed near I-80, 95, and 65. Today, a sad discovery. Taylor's body. Skycam 9 was above near the scene as investigators collected evidence. Authorities are now classifying this case as a death investigation. Now, they say that they found her body this afternoon after a K-9 became alert.
About 21 minutes into the search, one of the dogs had gotten odor and then started to change of behavior and started to go towards a fence line. At that time, one of the canine handlers observed an individual, we believe to be deceased at that point, in the water, in a ditch, a shallow drainage ditch. This was something that individuals could not access on foot. It had a fence in between it.
On the south
east corner is this play area, this children's play area called Bellaboos. That is where the body was located. The scene of the crash is about a mile, just over a mile north of that location if you continued on I-65 and did not take that exit. So where she was located was not close to where the crash was occurred.
It's unfortunate that we're here today, but what's more unfortunate are the results of the investigation that has positively identified the body that was identified as that of Ariana Taylor. Now, there are still a lot of unanswered questions regarding this investigation. Police did tell us that they are not looking for suspects. They did say that right now they are questioning the folks that were last seen with her before she became missing.
So it sounds like the mother was guessing foul play, which is not uncommon. I'm just kind of wondering if maybe it's just due to the accident, out for a girls' night, if maybe drinking was involved. I don't know. But here's the reason why I say that. If drinking has been involved, then that could be another issue, a legal issue for the bar. People serving drinks. Sometimes businesses can be held accountable in certain circumstances. It can also, assuming, depend upon the state to say, hey, did you notice anything about this person drinking? You continue to serve them drinks. So in a group setting, that might be hard to identify. But I know in some locations, there are chances where people have said, hey, you saw this person drinks, they're sitting at the bar, they observe this, you continue to serve them. Then that could bring in possible legal liability. So that's one option. The investigation will reveal that. But so far from what they're saying, it doesn't appear to be foul play. We'll find out maybe more so. It could be that maybe her demise was meant due to this accident. It could be. So we will find out. Unfortunately for the mother, who was hoping for the best for her daughter, as any mother would, unfortunately she's gotten the bad news, and it's just sad all around. So hopefully we'll get a more definitive update later on with more answers. What was the cause of this? Was it just the injuries from the accident sustained? Was there any drinking involved? So hopefully we'll get more information. But it's just sad. Young girl goes out for a night out on the town and then never comes home, and now the mother and the family and the loved ones have to honestly and truly prepare for her funeral. One other point that I did want to mention, and again, not to be Debbie Downer, I call it like it is, like I said. So here we have let's see his name, Mr. Alvin Cheeks. Okay, here we have Mr. Alvin Cheeks, and he's reportedly heard about the search and about what happened, and he's out there helping with the search. He's an older gentleman, and again, not to be Debbie Downer, but we all see things differently. But I thought about it, and I saw, let's look at this photo here. Here may be a man, women, I'm assuming a woman. Here's Mr. Alvin. Looks like he may even have a stick, maybe a cane, I'm not sure. Another woman. And here's what I want to point out to you. I deal with reality. I don't do woulda, coulda, shoulda. We're going to hold hands and we're just going to do kumbaya. Well, how far has kumbaya gotten you in life situations? It's nice, but life ain't about kumbaya. And I thought about this and I thought, wow, look at this search. Black women, we know that in the BC, Black men have the highest rate of unemployment. We already know that. It's nothing new. What I'm looking at And I've seen other cases, and you have some black men and family members that have shown up. Where are all the brothers at? These are the things that sometimes we don't see, pay attention to. Where are all the men at in the community? I'm not talking about just her relatives. Where are all the men at? Don't tell me they all busy working. And why do I mention that? I want you to see who's there for you, boo. Sometimes it's what we don't see. Women, I'm assuming a man, aside from the police, and you have this older gentleman. These are things that we don't want to talk about. You want to know why? Because it's our norm. You got to always say about you and be about you. That's why it is our norm. Can somebody please tell me where all the men at? And it's things like this here that our people don't seem to realize. This is what other people see that we don't see. You have an older gentleman here. Where's Tyrone Latiti? Aside from somebody not committing a crime, that's what I want to ask you. When things like this happen, where are all these men at for you, boo? But time something goes wrong, oh, they didn't have to do that to him. Here you are grabbing your purse and your shoes. So it's things like that. A lot of times some of us don't see. Guess what? They see it. Other people see it. And I hate to tell you, you already know, it speaks volumes about the community. It speaks volumes. It speaks volumes about the men of the community. It's things like that that we don't see or don't want to see. It speaks volumes. Where are the men in the community at to try and help? Don't tell me they're all busy working or starting businesses. It's things like this here. Here is maybe your time for your $50 billion liability buddy, Lil TT, to step up because it's visual. We can easily find you probably 1,000 videos of them committing a crime, pulling out a gun, a high-speed chase, stealing and robbing and killing. Some woman is being seen with them, next thing you know, boop, she gone. But now it's time to show up for your community. Where are they? Where are they at? Where the Dusties at? Can somebody answer that? Where the Dusties at? The world is watching. Mainly women. And here you have an older gentleman. Where the young ones at? Man, I ain't forgot to look for them, looking for her. It's cold out there. Are the men busy building? So this here, rest in peace. I wish, the best for the family. I know it's going to be a hard time. But it's things like this I want to also mention. Where are all the men at? To help come look for you, for the black women in case something happens. When you're going to wake up. Mammies, even if it's you. You're on your own. Tyrone will be gone. Where are the men at? This here speaks volumes. It speaks volumes. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Thanks for listening. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. And I'm out.